Hello and welcome. I am Scrapperlock, and this is City of Heroes on the private server Rebirth. We are with Shrike, our level 21 Stalker, who just hit level 21. We have 161,000 XP with 29,000 to go to get to the next level, and 385,000 information, which is not enough for our level 22 full set of enhancements, but that's okay. We can probably survive just fine. Um, in fact, what I was thinking is what we may do is just fully DO this character at level 22. That might be better than just half SO and half bear. It'll probably cost almost the same amount, a little less. But it should make the character reasonably effective. To do that, you need double accuracies on everything, which we've kind of already got anyway. In the meantime, we're doing the final storyline with Dr. Stephen Sheridan. We're not going to do Doorman's underground missions. I'm done with Pretoria, guys. We've done enough. We've done plenty of stories, and I think we're ready to move on to my favorite part of the game, which is Paragon City. So he says we've got everything set up for the Resistance to send operatives to Primal Earth, Shrike. I'm sure you're well aware of the plans that Cole has for both the Resistance and Primal Earth, right? So he's going to attack it. So he says they're trying to send more Praetorians through to help show people. We're trying to send more Praetorians through to help show people that you aren't all some mythical monsters. I forgot to mention what we're sending you through. It's called a Rift Enclosure. It's a portal that temporarily connects the worlds. We were able to build two portals, one that leads to Paragon City and the other leads to the Rogue Isles. Are you ready to go through? This will take you out of Pretoria and into Primal Earth. I am ready. So he says, excellent. Excuse me. Your journey to the Rift Enclosure may not be an easy one. We're going to have to fight our way through. We had to work on it deep within the underground tunnels of Neutropolis. Make your way here, and we will have everything set up for you to go. Oh, I almost forgot. Motivation. That's a good thing, isn't it? Yes, we would prefer that you go into Paragon City. You can do the most good there, and people would get the semblance that you Praetorians are forced for good and justice. Portal to the Rogue Isles, well, it is mainly being used by Crusader types. So yeah, we're going to go to Paragon City unless it doesn't let me. I don't think it will stop me, though. So we got to go to Underground. So let's go ahead. And we're going to say goodbye to the really pretty graphics of Pretoria. It is a beautiful zone. I cannot fault them. I've said this multiple times. I cannot fault them for that. It is a really pretty zone. I mean, they clearly, I don't know when this came out, in 2011, something like that. And it looks it. I mean, it doesn't look 2011, but it looks way better than 2004. Now, to be honest, I feel like City of Heroes looks way better than 2004. It doesn't look modern, it doesn't look like a modern game, but it looks darn good for a game that came out 16 years ago. And it runs beautifully. The animation is a nice, smooth game, and I have to say that yeah, for a small studio, and I said this at the beginning of my Scrapper videos, for a small studio, Paragon Studio was like literally almost like a mom and pop operation. They did an unbelievable job of trying to see where we're going here. They did an unbelievable job of graphics, control in the game, the way just the smoothness of the interface, the smoothness of the way combat works. I'm gonna go left here. Get out of my way. It's just the way the controls work. It's so responsive to the keyboard. And it's been that way since 2004, guys, when we were running on much less beefy computers. Am I going to have to go up here? Yeah. We were running on much less beefy computers. And it was still able to give pretty much, like, almost the performance you're seeing here. Not quite, but pretty darn close. Did I go the wrong way? Yes, I went the wrong way. Sorry, guys. See, I'm zoomed in to catch all the little twists and turns, and I went the wrong way. Now, he warned us to watch out. because this is a red zone you see here, right? It's probably the highest level part of the sewers, and he's figuring for almost any other character, this would be one heck of a brutal battle to get through here. But for a Stalker, you just walk through. It's like there's nobody here. It's like there are no spawns. Like the server's empty. Alright, so now we are going to try to enter the rift enclosure. This is pretty cool. So that's probably it. We're miles beneath the surface. Time Pretoria is coming to an end. And now the choice of your new life in Primal Earth lies before you. The only way for Calvin Scott and the Resistance to defeat Cole and aid those of is to gain the aid of those on Primal Earth. We go to Paragon City and try to earn their help and defend them from Cole's invasion. Or we go to the Rogue Isles and seek your own power and glory to use for yourself or whatever cause you may believe in. We're going to Paragon City. Go to Paragon City. There we go. And now we're going to become a hero. Yo, Tiger Shrike, what up? Good to see you helping us fight the good fight by going to Paragon City. I know a lot of them primes are hating on us, but if anyone is going to convince them differently, it'll be you. What should I know? First off, you got your classic case of the baddies running around there, your fascist types in the Fifth Column and Council, real bad folks, your anarchists in the Freak Show, and monsters like the Devouring Earth. Yeah, that's right, they got their own version of Hamadon over there. Crazy stuff, yeah? Their Hamadon is kept in some sort of place called the Hive, while his monsters roam the city tearing things up. I guess their Hamadon doesn't have the same motivation ours did to go and take over the world, huh? Now this is interesting, because I think once you get into Paragon City, you get access to most of the regular story arcs. I don't think they're portrayed as being flashbacks. And the upper levels, you get the story arc where Pete Hamadon, or whatever his name is, became the Hamadon. So this is going to be interesting to see how they handle that. He says, if you're ever stuck and not sure what you can be doing there on Primal Earth, you can hook yourself up with a sweet police scanner and check out anyone that needs a hand. So those guys in the PPD are actually going to be on your side. Can you imagine that? Incoming PPD. Which PPD? Our PPD. Which one are you? Could be bad. And then he says, one last thing I got to remind you about. It's a group called Arachnos. They're what you call the big bads over there. Their leader, a guy named Lord Recluse, is pretty much the classic case of a bad guy, if I've ever heard of one. You want to earn yourself some big points with folks over there, you should take the fight to them. It ain't going to be easy, though. Aside from being a Praetorian, you've already got another personal notch you got to work on when you get there. What do you mean? P4131537673. Well, that's interesting. I'm going to write that down. I don't know what that means. P4131537673. I don't know what that means. Like a password? I'll make sure to do that. No problem. I don't know if that was just bad text or if that's a password. It's sort of weird. Okay, guys. Now we got to battle our way through the rift and get to Talos Island. I'm sure there are going to be bad guys to fight, which we absolutely will do. I'm not going to sneak my way through them. Well, we'll see how many there are. I mean, I'm not going to make this an hour-long episode, but they got really nice music in Pretoria too. Recovered Seers. So are these all the guys that we helped? It looks like it. Scientists. How cool is that, guys? Is that not an awesome portal? I really like the way that looks. They really did such a nice job with visual effects and stuff in this game. And we're now, I believe, in Paragon City. Let's take a look from up here. How cool is that? That is an awesome portal. And out we go. I feel like there's going to be a fight. Maybe not. We're done, guys. We are in Paragon City. Wow, look at all that. New contacts. Signature story arcs. I don't know that we're going to do any of that, but look at all these contacts we've got. Somebody in Atlas Park, that's the architect. Detective in Talus Island, we still have Doorman. Talus Island, Steel Canyon, Talus Island, and Talus Island. So Montague, okay, so that's going to be the Midnighters. We definitely want to do that. And, the rest of these are Talus Island. Atlas Park is the architect guy. First thing I want to do, guys, is I want to take a look. Yeah, we have a mutation magic. We have a mutation magic enhancement. So what I want to do, let's check some things out. Let's go to the magic store and see how much it sells for, and then let's go to the natural store and see how much it sells for, because they're pretty close to each other. And I just want to see, in the old days, shoot, I didn't mean to go that way. In the old days, these guys would, Pandora's Box would have given me more money for this enhancement than the natural shop. So let's see. They're offering 3,117 to buy it from me. Right, now let's go to the natural shop, because this is part magic, part mutation, so it's within their wheelhouse, so they should ordinarily pay top dollar for it. The old City of Heroes music. As much as I like the Praetoria stuff, this is just so nice and familiar and comfortable for me, guys. So I guess we'll make this the first episode. Yeah, see? He's only offering 2,000 for it. So we're going to have to make sure now that we go to the right shops. So this must be something the Homecoming servers changed. Because on Homecoming they all will give you the same amount. They don't care. Let's see what, let's just take a look at what the generic shop would pay for it. I don't remember how those work. Those may have been one where you could just sell everything. Let's just see what they're going to pay for it. Nope. Top dollar goes from Pandora's Box. So now we're going to have to make sure that we collect the right... We know which enhancements we've collected and sell them to the right guys. Don't think it mattered in Praetoria, but it will matter here. And in Praetoria we were mostly selling trainers, right? And those guys have to go to the generic shop. So now we're going to have to pay attention. I never did this on Homecoming. I kind of like got lazy about it. We're going to have to pay attention. Okay, so I want to check a couple other things. One is to look at the merit vendor, which wasn't showing me anything in Praetoria. I want to get rid of that waypoint. Am I going the wrong way? I'm going the wrong way. We gotta go up. I think I'd know my way around this zone. I'm trying to go to the train station. Okay. There it is. And there is an Explorer badge on the top of this hill, so we can grab that. Right? Isn't there one? I thought there was one right here. Maybe I'm wrong. I could have sworn. Huh. There it is. Okay. So this is the merit vendor where I got my archetyped origin enhancers. It was right here. And they don't have it here. Interesting. So that's PvP stuff. Victors, Punishers, Healers, Nemesis, Arena. So this is all PvP stuff. It used to be that they had individual stuff about your character in there too, like how many kills you have, but that doesn't seem to be the case. So where's the merit vendor? Oh, it's inside Wentworth's. I wonder why they moved it out of there in Homecoming. Here we go. Enhancements. There we go. We do have the archetyped origin enhancements now for Stalker. So there's two, Assassin's Mark and Stalker's Guide. So if we click on Assassin's Mark, you can see what these guys do, right? These are unique. You can only have one of them, so only one of your powers can have these. This does both, unlike regular enhancements that only enhance one thing, right? Let's go back to here. So this only enhances accuracy, right? You see at the top, Visor enhances accuracy. Gauntlet enhances damage. Torque enhances endurance cost, right? Training enhances accuracy. If you click on this, if you look at this, it enhances both accuracy and damage, right? And whereas, and this is at this level, at level 24, a dual origin would give me 13% boost to accuracy. A single origin would be 16%. Single origin would be 32%. This one gives you 16% of both accuracy and damage. So this is accuracy damage, this is damage recharge, this is accuracy damage recharge, this is damage endurance recharge, this is accuracy damage endurance, this is recharge, chance to recharge buildup. So when you hit this power, there is a 4% chance to just get buildup to recharge, right? So in other words, you could use buildup, say, put this on Assassin's Claw, hit, and then buildup recharges. So you want to put that on something that you trigger a lot. And then Stalker's Guile, accuracy damage, damage recharge, accuracy damage recharge, damage endurance recharge, and so forth. And then chance to hide. Give a Stalker a chance to enter a hidden state and strike their target with a slotted power and reduce recharge time by 11%. So I don't know if the hide comes before or after you make the hit. So it's going to be interesting to figure out which of these I should put on what. I feel like that should go on Assassin's Claw. If it triggers first. I'm going to have to ask in my supergroup Discord. If it triggers second, it would be worth it putting on Assassin's Claw, right? You hit it, you're hidden, you hit, and you go back into hide. And then you can immediately fire off focus, right? While you've got build-up running to do a crit from your re-hidden position. Build-up fires again, recharges build-up maybe, small chance. And then this thing will have recharge and boom, you can hit again and you can do several of these at once. So that's going to be pretty cool. While we're here, let us check our vendor. I don't think it's sold, but let's just go ahead. Oh, we did. So, whoa, guys, we're going to buy a full set. I put this thing up for 400,000 and I sold it for 2 million influence. We now have 2.2 million influence, guys. I had no idea it was going to sell for that much. I thought it was going to be up forever and maybe sell for 300,000 or 400,000. Guys, check it out. We now have 2.2 million. We're set for life, right? We can get a full set of SOs in one level. As soon as we're done with the SOs at that level, we'll still have like 1.4 mil. By the time, that's what we need for like level 27. We'll already have that at 22. So that gives us 5 levels, 10 levels to get from 22 to 32 of just gaining influence for our level 32 enhancements. We are set for life, guys. This is going to be no problem. This is going to be awesome. We're done. All you need is one like that on the auction house, just one, and you're set. Right? It gives you enough of a lead. We will have no problem anymore. It's kind of cool. In a way, it's a little disappointing because, it might have been kind of cool to see, okay, how does this character play with DOs through the 20s and then SOs in the 30s? But It's fine. We'll just move it up to SOs and we'll bump the mission difficulty. Speaking of that, the other thing I want to show you. What is this here? Oh, it's just a guy. The other thing I want to show you. Let's go to. Oh, let's try a couple of things. On Homecoming, these train stations, this train line, goes everywhere now, but it used to only go to a few places. Now it goes everywhere, so that must have been in live. So we're going to go to Steel Canyon North, I guess. And it doesn't matter because we're going directly to the middle of the town, but I'll show you where we can go to set our mission notoriety. We're not going to change it yet, but once we are at full SOs and we're like level 24, we're probably going to need to bump it to +1. You can now choose a new look for the team. No, we want the classic team UI. I don't like the new one. Alright, so we're going to go this way. Okay. Ah, the music of Steel Canyon. And you can see, alright, so take a look now that it's daylight. This is a beautiful model, the city. But you can definitely see the texturing is not as clean, is not as advanced as it is in Pretoria. It doesn't hold up to quite as much of a zoom in. But I gotta tell you guys, just look at the street. 2004, this has not been updated, I don't think, right? Maybe it was updated once, but 2004, you've got like the lines on the street from like the pollution of the cars driving over it, you know, that's realistic. You've got the curb, you've got all the like cracks. I mean, this is just beautiful texturing for 2004 game. I gotta tell you. Oh, and by the way, I was gonna change it. It changed our interface to blue. I didn't even notice, because our character is a hero now. I was gonna do that manually, and it just did it automatically, which is pretty cool. The Copper District. Oh wait, we're going the wrong way. No, not the Merit Bender. That's why we want to go to Valkyrie, right here. I don't know if he's still there. He's supposed to be there, but there's a contact for setting the difficulty. Yeah, this guy. Right? I want to change the level at which I fight. I want to change the number of heroes. I want to fight bosses even when solo. We're going to say yes to that. So my difficulty settings are fighting enemies at your current security level. One standard hero does prefer fighting bosses when alone, does not prefer arched villains. Does that sound correct? Yep. And we will bump it up when we have SOs. Valkyrie over here, she's our the level up character. And then Positron gives you a task force. And his helmet's off. He's holding it in his hand. He used to be wearing it. And that reminds me, I don't know if I've said this in my videos, if I've posted them, but there was a hilarious post that somebody quoted Positron from the forums, right? The guy, Matt Miller, who was Positron, made this post on the forums. It was really funny. So somebody had made a post that, I don't remember what they were fighting, but something started attacking them over here and was beating the crap out of them. I don't know if it was outcasts or what. And the person complained that Positron just stood there and didn't do anything to help. And Positron, the developer who was Positron, wrote back and said, "Of course I didn't. They were all gray cons to me." It was really funny. They wouldn't have provided me any XP. It was really hilarious. Missions Officer Link. This guy's going to tell us about police missions, I think, because I don't know if we have the... Yeah, we don't have the... We don't have the... whatchamacallit, the police band yet. Alright, guys. I guess we didn't do a huge amount in this episode. We're just kind of starting things off. Oh, no, Link, that's... He shouldn't be... No, he shouldn't be a contact for me. That's the guy for... the university. We've already trained in that. And we really don't need to talk to the detective here because we can't do missions here. Alright guys, let me figure this out, like which things I want to do, and I'll bring you back in the future when I'm ready. But we are now in Paragon City. We are going to be doing the regular storylines, and we have plenty of cash. So at level 22, you're going to see what a fully single origin, tricked out, claws regen Stalker can really do in combat, and it's going to be awesome. So I'll see you guys next time. Until then, I'm Scrapperlock, and this has been City of Heroes.